EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland and M&T Bank Stadium. Today we hit double digits, Week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Aviators of Virginia Beach taking on the Baltimore Ravens. The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Already here, they'll audible to something else.
Ready?
Now a late signee let go by Minnesota in June. It's Dalvin Cook. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. You look at this Baltimore defense. Well, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
No matter what coverage was called, they were in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. I mean, they were running the routes with them. Turned out, they were right there on every single ball thrown and came away with 5 interceptions.
That throw by Young incomplete. Well, this defense for Ravens, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
Seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap. If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
Young on third down. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
14.
Here's Wilson. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Spot that. 36 power. Check text. Hey, alert. 36 power.
Wilson. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick, and he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where a quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10. first down. Here's the run with Cook. Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Gets it quickly out wide to Fulton. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
First down, Young. That's complete yet again to Thornton. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Out of the gun, it's Young. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
And they'll try the option on first and goal. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Bryce Young with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Aviators are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. And maybe the defense caught a little by surprise there that he took off and got in?
Yeah, I would think so, because if you're analyzing it from that side of the ball, you're thinking running back, fullback. Takes you a while before you get to the quarterback.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
2nd and 10.
Fight that, fight that.
Here's Wilson. Under pressure, and down he goes. Lucas Van Ness able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
And Wilson wants a different look. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the 2nd time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
Quick throw caught by Godwin. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. On this one, they need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Cook is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And that is incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. From the shotgun, it's Young. Touchdown! Chigakakro, his first touchdown on the year. And the Aviators' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Now Gold for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
14, Ravens nothing. Bradley Pinion set to kickoff.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
They're on 17-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They currently sit 1 game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. But Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
Now Wilson. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Wilson to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A 45-yard punt for there on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
On second down, Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 4. Here's Young from the shotgun. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
Down inside the 10. Touchdown! Chris Godwin, 26 yards. And the Aviators take a 3-touchdown lead. Boy, so if you are scoring at home, Charles, and God bless you if you are, but that's now 3 drives and 3 touchdowns.
So in a baseball game, wouldn't that wreak havoc on your scorecard?
Yes.
I mean, with all the action that's happening now, how they got here, whatever cliche you want to bring into it, they're locked into a groove, they're clicking on all cylinders. Bottom line, they're piling up the points.
Now it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Wilson has his man. That's James. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, he's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
The Ravens on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now Wilson. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Ravens 1st down as he'll wind up getting 7 there on 4th and 3. Wilson will throw again. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down.
Alert. Hey, easy.
Throwing is Wilson. In trouble, and he's taken down. Lucas Van Ness. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
Go 14.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Well, they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's fourth down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. So from an offensive perspective, at least able to get on the board here right in front of the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, now it's time to talk about complementary football, isn't it? Because if the defense can force a 3 and out, there could be enough time on the clock that they can get the ball back for their offensive guys and maybe put some more points on the board before the half.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
First down and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here we go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
At the 36-yard line.
Ready. Yellow. Red, cycle. Hut, hut.
Looking to throw, Young. And he gets this to Thornton. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 27 yards there, a first down.
Virginia Beach, first down.
Ready.
Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Brandon Graham, great pursuit there, getting the tackle for loss.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 16. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Jaron Kearse in on the tackle.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Here we go.
2nd and 6.
Ready.
Now Young. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Shot. 17. Set. Go.
Young will set to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. The kick by Gold is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That's to the rookie, Marvin Mims. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
36 power.
On first down, Wilson. That's complete to Pierce. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's another first down, as this time they get an even 20.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Look for signal.
Now it's Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This from 54 yards away. He's got the leg, but it's no good. He missed it right, and this will stay a 3-touchdown game.
It's hard to be surprised in the miss there with the way this first half has gone. Here they were hoping to get some sort of momentum to carry them into the locker room, but even this doesn't pan out.
Ready, ready.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. 1 second,
Ready.
all that remains. They start the drive with Cook. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over. And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
And taken right on the 30. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And they will take over 1st and 10.
Down.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Now a 2nd and 6. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They run it again with Cook. Shifts by him. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Young. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Back to the ground, Cook. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground.
Wow, that ball is not free. But a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
On the ready.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd down and 6.
Ready.
It's Young off play action. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Out of the gun, it's Young. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there, bank at the 39-yard line. That's Cameron Hayward who got in there to take him down.
Robbie Gould on for a field goal. A 55-yard attempt.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that will extend their lead even further. Only 3 points there, but I got to think at this point in the 3rd quarter, that's all you're really looking for.
And right now the lead is 3 touchdowns and 3 two-point conversions. So you and I both know a huge order for the best of teams. And from what we've seen so far, hard to believe that that's a likely scenario. 3 two-point conversions? That's difficult.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Gold with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
First and 10, it's Pierce. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Well, this defense, they've got the 4-score advantage, and you can see why they continue to bottle up the run game. And really, they've just been sharp in all facets here in this one, CD.
Yeah, they've kept that offense in check the entire game. And I think it's been led by what you just talked about, that defensive front, which has not allowed them to run the football and establish control of the line of scrimmage.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now Wilson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. This is Smith with a grab. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
We're in Baltimore, third quarter action, 2nd and 10. Wilson. He will find his man Chase complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Again, Wilson. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Christian Harris, the outside linebacker, coming up to drop him for a loss of a full 10 yards.
The 17-yard line.
On 2nd down, Wilson. Well, it's caught on the right side. It's Smith. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. Now they send a man in motion right. That's a jet sweep. Wilson with a little pop pass. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Marvin Mims with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Ravens are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. McManus's point after is good, and the lead is down to 24. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Their own 16-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're in control here as they start 1st and 10 and appearing to have righted the ship following that 2-game losing streak. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 14 yards that time for number 14. Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the 4th.
They certainly are, and let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all. But in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch a team execute at a high level. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and a yard. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Got exactly what they wanted there out of the RPO and had the defense out of position.
One word for you there. Excellent. Because he read all the keys properly, made the right decision, and look at the result. Pretty substantial gain.
Ready?
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Ready?
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Again, it's Cook. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
Ready? Ready?
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the 1st. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Wait a second. They did not accept that after the incompletion. Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
I got nothing for you here. You have to take that penalty, don't you?
It's free yards. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Playing as a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and it may be a guard can slide up to the 2nd level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Yeah, that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call.
Here we go, set.
Now Cook running right. he's going to get this one down inside the 15. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Good gain there on first down and keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front. Good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. This offense so far on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided.
Down.
Cook going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
Dalvin Cook so good in the open field, but he's equally good down here near the goal line. He can find those seams and just push his way through. So he might get another chance or 2 to punch this one in.
Come on.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Ready.
They try again with Cook. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost.
Ready. Set.
And they will take a knee here. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle. Go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for Virginia.